I'm going to discuss the technical and tactical skills of three different team sports: cricket, rugby and football. I will look at their technical skills and tactics they employ and their similarities and differences. There are many similarities of cricket, rugby and football, although the main ones are: the first similarity of all these sports is that they involve open skills within their game. This is because in all of these sports, the environment is constantly changing and so movements have to be continually adapted. For example, rugby, football and cricket players need to adapt their passing techniques to suit the environmental conditions, such as using shorter passes within the football/rugby game, and in cricket, bowlers will need to change their approach to bowling and maybe bowl a fuller line because the ball not bounce as much on the surface. Another similarity between these three sports is the throwing in of the ball. Throwing the ball back into the field in football and rugby allows players to regain possession for their team, and in cricket it stops runs and hopefully gets wickets. The throwing of the ball in all of these sports needs to be accurate in order to achieve the goals set above. All the skills used in these three team sports need to be practiced by the individual to improve their individual skill set as a team to improve their progress. In football, rugby and cricket, this will involve coaching sessions run through pre-season to work on the basic skills. Then as the season approaches, team skills will be practiced and adapted to fit the team. During the season, training will continue on both individual skills and team skills to continuously improve the team's results. For the differences, the main skill that differs in all three sports is the tackling element within the three games. In rugby, the contact in the tackle is very robust to stop the player moving forward, whereas in football it's still considered as a tackle, but you tackle the ball instead of the person. And if you contact the person, you give away a foul. In cricket, there is no contact/tackle should be made. There's no contact/tackle that should be made. In cricket and rugby, your skill sets are mainly around your hand-eye coordination, whereas in football you rely mostly on your feet to pass the ball around your team. There is a lot more pressure on your individual skill in cricket, especially when batting, as you are separated from the teammates when you face the bowler, unlike when you are football or rugby player and you have teammates directly around you. The biggest difference in these three sports is the batting skills required in cricket, in the fact that you are using a piece of equipment that you bring onto the field to strike the ball and score runs. The skill of batting is a complex skill and requires a lot of attention, and not everyone within the team can be good at it. I'm now going to look at some of the similarities and differences between the tactics of the three games, rugby, football and cricket. Firstly, defensive tactics can be very similar across all three sports when a team wants to be defensive and not concede points. It will not overcommit players and force the play, instead they will stand off, soak up the pressure and let the other team commit and try to hit them on the counter-attack. In football, this is done by parking the bus. This is a tight defence between midfield and the back line. In rugby, this will be the drift/soft defence, and in cricket, the team will push into the outfield where their bowler bowls tight lines. On attack, all three games can use a similar tactic of pressuring the opposition. In football, they will use the long ball tactic to hit the ball up to the tall striker, who will look to hold the ball up for midfielders and get up and assist. In rugby, they will use the kicking game to put high balls and crossfield kicks to pressurise the opposition into making a mistake. This will only be accomplished by a good kick chase. In cricket, the bouncer is used in the same way to pressure the batsman to make a mistake and given a catching opportunity. Another similarity is the tactic by the team to get their best individual player on the ball and an opportunity to score. In cricket, the West Indies always try to get Chris Gayle on strike so that they can use his powerful batting ability to get a commanding lead. In football, Real Madrid would try to get Ronaldo on the ball, as he has always got the chance of creating a goal or setting somebody up. Finally, in rugby, the same goes for Sonny Bill Williams, in that New Zealand will try to get him on the ball to create a score because of his offloading abilities. There are tactics that also differ between the three sports, and we'll look at these now. In football and cricket, you can vary your team setup / formation for different matches, e.g. 4-4-2 or a 4-4-3 in football, and team selection between batting, bowling and all-rounders to make up your 11 players, and conditioned even like hard pitches or weather conditions. Whereas in rugby, you're quite fixed to your 15 players on the pitch and 8 forwards and 7 backs to face whatever is put in front of you. The other big tactical difference is the use of substitutes, bench, in both football and rugby. This is seen as a game changer in both of these sports, as the team is able to change the game plan and formation if they need to beat the opposition. Unfortunately, in cricket there are no subs, but the 12th man can be used in injury situations. It is important to understand the technique and tactics of the different sports, and being able to compare them is useful when looking at similarities. Good teams use individual skills and combine the tactics to win the game.